We are just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Tonight we kick off Week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Buffalo Bills. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
2nd and 12 at the 33-yard line.
Again, it's Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
You can bet they're not going to go away from the running game anytime soon, but this is obviously not a good start. 2 carries, 2 runs, both stop for a loss.
Though certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Murray looking to change the play here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll fire deep, looking for more. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Rondale Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Looking to put a drive together. They go play action here on 1st down. A throw left side, reeled in by the rookie wideout. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, right at the 40. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now back to throw. A short one there, caught by Warren. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Oh, they're changing this at the line.
79 Broncos. 19 Lions. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Mustang 19. Warriors 17. Let's go.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
Murray going to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it. Down the right sideline. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point forthcoming. And that one makes it 14-7. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best and don't worry about the rest of it.
Hey, Ace, Ace. Come back, come back. Hey.
Snap comes to Murray at 1. He'll let it fly for Austin. And he's got it inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Calvin Austin, 46 yards. And the Bills have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And it's now 21-7. We'll send this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 35. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. He'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. When you look at this defense, they're slightly better than average against the run, number 14 in the NFL.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 85 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. They'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
That's another Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 36.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
19, let's go. 19, 19 tack.
Now a play fake here on first down. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jaden Higgins from 8 yards out. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Extra point splits the uprights. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. As they've got it as we resume action. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return. this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks to...
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
At the 32-yard line.
He'll look to throw.
A short one there, caught by Warren.
It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They're going to look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started. Great field position is facing 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Dolphins take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
From the 38 now, here's second down and 7.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. This one finds Austin out right.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Murray now to throw. He'll let it fly for Austin. And this is taken in at the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Calvin Austin with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Bills have taken the lead.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
Now couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
2nd and 4. Connecting on the outlet here with Higgins.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10. This one complete to Yoshibats.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And now an audible here into something else. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage.
An audible here to get a new look.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And he will be taken down inside the Buffalo 20.
And the Dolphins, first down. 1st and 10 at the
In motion, the tight end. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jaden Higgins with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Tucker now for the extra point. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Here's Murray. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Omaha. Big Ace open.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
That's one. 2.
Now Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
That one down the field for Ferguson.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Jake Ferguson
in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Bills have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
first down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Down the field, he's got one.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Hustle, hustle!
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And that has to be so frustrating because you know that they had something set up there for this first drive of the second half. It wasn't the fumble.
Sometimes no matter what you go over at halftime, no matter what you say, errors will result, and that's exactly what happened here. They were trying to change things from what happened in the first half. Instead, they continue to make mistakes.
That's good for a Bills.
Robinson is going backwards here. They come in and drop it all the way back at the 4-yard line.
A loss of 3 brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
To throw is Murray. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Murray on the sneak. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Kyler Murray scoring on the sneak from a yard out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First down. A gain of 14. And the Dolphin first down.
He'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 18 yards the gain for number 18. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43. Back to throw here. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Running left to give to Pacheco.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
29 yards.
And the Dolphins are back within a score. Well, he was already over 100 yards running the football prior to this play, but this run may be his best yet.
I've got to agree with you on that one. We're looking at a guy running with extreme confidence, running in harmony and sync with his blockers. All of them kind of moving as one. And look at the end result. Big plays.
And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Murray. This is caught by Robinson.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And the Bills, first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Murray going to throw. And this is caught. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Terry McLaurin with his second touchdown of the night. And the Bills are able to widen their advantage. He's got it at the 2. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
And I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Open man is Yoshibas.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
Gain of 23 yards. That's good for a Dolphins first down.
Back to throw now on first down.
That is incomplete.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Joey Porter Jr. And the Bills are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do,
over the middle, and there's a diving catch. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Green.
Murray now.
That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. Now he's into the clear again.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 63 yards.
And the Bills get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
That's caught. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 5. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
27 yards.
27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 27 on the play. 1st down, Dolphins.
They'll look to throw again. That's complete. It's Adnan Mitchell. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
At the 13-yard line.
Back to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jaden Higgins from 13 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
And he is going to get in there for the 2 points to make this a 12-point game. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Now Murray off play action. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Murray. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Throwing now is Murray. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And with the way things have gone so far tonight, I figured this was going to be a touchdown because he's wide open. But instead, the ball's laid out just a bit too far, and they come up empty.
That's one. Easy. Easy, quiver. Green. 2.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. And it is caught. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. You don't see too many conversions on 4th and 10, but we just did there. A gain of 14 and a first down. Play action. Now it's Murray. Slings this deep from McLaurin. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 50 yards. And the Bills are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. And his throw is incomplete. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's going to be brought in by Higgins.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
And the Dolphins, first down. First and 10.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And it's complete to Mitchell. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Back to throw. The 20. 5. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
And 9 Mitchell.
41 yards.
And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
Up for a 2-point conversion.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he is going to get in there for the 2 points to make this a 12-point game.
Dolphins 50.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 65 yards. And the Bills are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. There he goes again. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18.
Boy, 179 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Dolphins first down. A gain of 47 yards. And the Dolphins first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
They'll look to throw.
He'll drop this off to Pacheco.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
9-yard gain on the play.
They'll run for it with Pacheco. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
The type of game that he's having running the football, there was no doubt who they were giving the ball to.
So why didn't they just go ahead and go after him on defense? Right?
Yeah.
If he knew.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami.
Isaiah Pacheco
Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Dolphins are able to cut into that deficit.
Tucker with the extra point. And that cuts this lead down to 13.
Dolphins 57.
2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Come on. Let's go.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray.
Across the formation, he hits Austin.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
It's a gain of 18.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
First down.
Now Murray sees something. He's going to change it up.
31-yard line.
Omaha. Easy.
Now they'll change things up.
From the gun, Murray.
Austin is there and brings in another one.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Dolphins 25-yard line.
Follow.
This 2nd and 4.
Biggest. 2-2. Go. Shit. Omaha.
Murray going to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
14-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Bijan Robinson.
A 13-yard touchdown run.
And the Bills have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
Bills 76. Dolphins 57.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. 2nd and 15. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Now this airmail to the sideline. It's incomplete, and there don't appear to be any flags forthcoming. Maybe a little fortunate there. It's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
How about this? They'll change it at the line.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
17 yards. And the Dolphins first down. It's a gain of
Again, he'll drop to throw.
First down, Miami.
Down the field, he's got Warren.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one goes for 30 yards.
Another Dolphins first down. A gain of 30. First down, Dolphins.
Buffalo 18. 19 Lions.
They'll look to throw again. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds.
More yards. That's another Dolphins first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Curtis Samuel, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Dolphins get a bit closer. So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one.
Lining up for a 2-point conversion.
And he takes a shot at the end of that play.
I think we're going to see more and more of this continue to flow into the NFL game, and that is the quarterback run game. Not successful here going for 2, but it's not something that people shy away from totally anymore either.
In particular, do you think more so around the goal line?
I think so. Anytime it's short yardage, anytime you can go ahead and keep the ball in the hands of the quarterback who's athletic, you go ahead and do that rather than risk a handoff or a pitch.
They just couldn't get it done there, though. 2-point try fails.
One more, right? One more. They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. To the right side, and he's got more complete.
And he will have a Bills first down, and that should be that.
That's good for a Bills first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here's Murray.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
At the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Green. Big Ace open. Hey, Omar.
Shotgun now from Murray. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Terry McLaurin, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Bills tack on another score as they have dominated this fourth quarter. And that last touchdown pass not only put 6 points on the board, it also puts his name into the record books for the most touchdown passes in a single game.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
Bills 82.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking.